So, this is my first video that I'm going to share with you guys. I have never really done anything quite like this, and I am a little nervous, so I'm going to hide the camera and hope that I can just pretend that I'm actually talking to you in person. So, I know that you guys have probably seen like a ton of my posts that I've had on Facebook in the last little while, and I basically just wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys and tell you why I decided to do this and what my motivation and like goals were behind this kind of catalyst for changing the way that I eat and all this exercise that I'm doing, and like why I was so inspired and so determined to really start making these changes. So for the last like few years, I've had a lot of problems medically, nothing like super serious, but still a lot of issues that have been like totally inhibiting the way that I live my life. I've had a lot of like fatigue, even when I sleep like plenty of time or plenty of hours of the night. I'm still like super exhausted during the day, and at like 3 o'clock I'm done. Like I'm so over it. And then when I work till 6, I get home at 6:30, and all I want to do is go in the dark room and go to sleep. Like I'm so dead and so tired, and it was so hard to keep up with school and like just life in general. It was really affecting like my mood, and I went and saw a doctor, and they were like, "Are you depressed?" And I was like, "No, I'm not depressed. Like everything is fine. Like I'm just freaking tired all the time. Like what's wrong with me?" And they were just saying like, "You're probably depressed. Like you're probably tired because you're depressed." And I said, "No, I'm freaking depressed because I'm tired. Like honestly, like I don't know what to do. I eat really healthy. I don't exercise that much, but I'm incredibly busy, like between school and work and volunteering and shadowing and, I mean, all the stuff that goes into the life of a pre-med student. Like, what else could I fit in here? Like, I'm doing everything I can, and I'm considerably falling short all the time, and it's like, was getting to me really bad. I was also having really bad headaches, almost to the point where I almost did a medical withdrawal last spring. It was really, really bad. Luckily, I started seeing a chiropractor, and that has like totally helped to alleviate most of my headaches. I still get like minor ones here and there, but I mean, nothing more than I can handle. I was getting them like almost daily, and they were extremely debilitating. So I'm super thankful that that is over with. That was kind of my huge battle last summer, and I'm really glad that that is done with. Some other things that have been going on is I've had really bad allergies. I've tried like so many different allergy medicines, steroids, sprays, all sorts of different things that my ENT prescribed to me, and my PCP and everything, and nothing has helped me. So I was super frustrated. So last year I went to my ENT, and one thing that she noticed was that I was breathing a lot through my mouth. And so what she suggested was a turbinate reduction. I had surgery on my nose to like open and widen the nasal cavity to help with the breathing, and hopefully like if I was getting more oxygen, like maybe I would be more energized, and that would help with the headaches, because I could have had buildup of pressure, and she'll maybe alleviate my allergy symptoms, because all that pressure is causing the congestion and all of that, or so she thought. Hence, notice I'm saying probably a lot here. That's the thing with medicine. It's a practice, right? So none of that really worked. I mean, the surgery went well. It went fine. But I was still having like underlying issues. So all this stuff is going on, and I'm just trying to keep going. I'm trying to, I graduated this December in 2014, so I'm super excited about that. And I kind of just want to finish school and do well. Like I know I'm capable of doing extremely well, but with all these things going on, it's really hard to do that. So that's kind of what brought me to this point. So the end of I was actually supposed to take the MCAT in August and study over summer, but I wasn't able to take it in August because I was battling these headaches that affected my studying, and I wasn't able to study nearly as much as I wanted to, or hardly at all, so I went and moved my date to January. So fast forward to this last Christmas break, I had a month off of school, and my goal was to study for all 4 weeks, so get in at least like 150, 160 hours of studying. Like most people study for at least 3 months for this test. It's extremely difficult and rigorous preparation required to do well, and you don't want to take it more than once. So that was my plan. But last semester I was super fatigued. Like I said, I was tired at 3 o'clock, in bed early. Like my roommates thought I was a freaking hermit. Like I don't know, I was tired all of the time. That's about the time when doctor told me I was depressed. I'm not depressed. Happy, life is good, my family's great, everything is fine. I'm just tired, and I have problems that nobody can solve. So it really kind of came to a point where I knew that something had to change, but I was also feeling really frustrated because it seemed like every time I tried to solve it on my own, it would just kind of punch back at me and say, no, like, yeah, you're trying, good for you, but nothing's wrong with you, and you need to just make yourself feel better. And, like, I'm 21 years old. Like, I'm young. I should be happy. I should be healthy. I should be, well, healthiness is my own choices that I have to make. But I should have energy, and I should be, like, when I get up in the morning, I should be ready to start my day, and I should be, like, excited to do whatever I'm doing or find the things that make me happy. But when I was having all those other issues, it was super difficult to do. So, like I said, over winter break, I was getting super frustrated about this, and I was supposed to go and study for 4 weeks for the MCAT. But this is water, by the way. This is wrong. 4 cups filled so far, and it's only 3:30 today, so woo! I'm on my way. My goal for the day is 6 glasses of water. You're supposed to have like half of your body weight in ounces per day, apparently, per my dietitian, who I was also seeing. So, anyways, so so I was supposed to study for the MCAT, but, you know, the holidays come around, you're just done with the semester, and I was so overwhelmed and, like, needed a break from that semester that I kind of decided to take, like, the first week or so and kind of, like, ease into the studying thing. So I kind of, like, read a little bit here and there, but I wasn't really committed to it. I was, like, more focused on seeing my family that I hadn't seen in so long and catching up on some rest and, like, hanging out with my friends and sleeping, and I was still sleeping. I was still having this fatigue problem even after school was over. I slept so much over winter break. I would sleep for 8 hours, and I would get up, and, like, I started drinking coffee because I was like, I don't care if I'm addicted. Like, as long as it gets me up and going, like, I don't really care at this point. Like, something has to change. And nothing was working. And my mom was like, let's go do this, let's go do that. My grandma's saying, come here, come there. My brothers were like, let's go out, let's go here. My friends are saying, come meet me, come, let's do this, let's go here. And I'm like, guys, like, I know I've only been up for like 7 hours, but I'm beat, I'm dead, like, I need a rest. And they're like, what are you, like 85? Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, it's just my life, so I don't know what to say about that. So, I mean, that's pretty depressing, but I still wasn't, like, allowing that to affect my mood per se. It was just affecting my, like, the things I was able to accomplish. So then, before I know it, it's New Year's Eve and it's New Year's Day and it's the new year. It's a new year, new me, right? So it's kind of what I decided. I had a huge conversation with my dad about all the things I was thinking about. I was feeling super defeated by this test and by studying. I was feeling really incompetent and feeling like I wasn't capable of making it to med school or being able to take the MCAT or doing any of the things that I so badly wanted to do but was unable to do just because of the way that my body was acting. So I decided, you know what? Screw my body. I'm going to study anyways. And so with 6 days left to take the MCAT, or 6 days before the MCAT, I could have canceled my test, but then I would have wasted my money, and that's pretty much it. So I decided, what the heck, I'll take this test. And I'm thinking, like, and I had 6 days, right? So all I focused on was going over some of the content material. I didn't take any practice tests. I did a few practice questions. I totally skipped the verbal reasoning preparation. I kind of was like, verbal reasoning, I got that. Like, I'll just wing it. And so I took the test, and I didn't know how I did. I thought that it went okay. I was like, you know what? Totally fine. Or I was like, you know, I feel kind of okay about that, but I mean, this is supposed to be a really hard test, so, I mean, I probably did poorly. I probably got, like, a really low score, like an 18 or even worse. Like, I didn't even take a practice test, so I had no idea how to gauge where I was. I just figured, you know what? I probably failed. So, luckily, that was not the case. I got my scores back just about 2 weeks ago, and I scored about an average score, which is not phenomenal, but it's pretty exciting for me because I had hardly any preparation. I can't even imagine that the content review that I did was really significant. And the section that I did best in was the section that I didn't even study for at all, the verbal reasoning section. And I had no idea what I was doing in there. I was just following my logic and instincts and kind of trying to wing it. I was like, and there was stuff that I'd never even heard of before. I'm a freaking biomedical science major. Like, I haven't taken an English class in 4 years. Like, I don't know what the heck these questions are asking me, but sure, pick the best of all of the correct answers was most of the questions. So that was really interesting, but I still felt like I did okay after the test, but I had no idea. So anyway, so I did really well, or pretty well for me. I'm very happy. I was expecting like an 18, and I did in the kind of 50th percentile range, which is between like a 23 and a 25 kind of thing. The goal would be more closer to like a 28 or a 30. But I'm super motivated anyways, and kind of have some hope, because I know that if I do put in the time and I am able to study, that I can get a really high score if I commit to it. So, okay, so I had taken the test in January, and I talked to my dad about all the things that was going on, and I was like crying and totally having a major conniption. I was like so stressed with school. I feel like I'm a failure. You guys want me to be a doctor. I said when I was 3 I'd be a pediatrician. When I was in middle school, you said, okay, there's this awesome medical program in high school. Do you want to go? And I was like, okay, sure. And they're like, remember you said you wanted to be a pediatrician when you were 4? Don't you still want to do that? And I was like, yeah, I guess the medical profession is interesting. Like, I hated science, and I still went for it. But I liked helping people. I loved kids, and I said, sure, I'll do the medical program. So I went to college, and I ended up declaring biomedical science major because I wanted to be a doctor, remember? So that's what I did. And I ended up really loving science. I really loved my classes, and I really liked people and the material that I was exposed to. But I never really felt like, I mean, it was my decision, obviously, like I am my own person, but I always felt like I had to meet my parents and my family and my friends' expectations that if I didn't become a doctor, I would be totally letting them down. So I kind of had this conversation with my dad about my like school stress and stressing about the future and my classes, and like I'm doing really well in school, like for the average person, but for a pre-med student, you need to be phenomenal. You need to be like top of the line. It is so competitive that you have to be like totally on point. And I knew I wasn't. And I don't want to be a bad doctor. I want to be a damn good doctor. I want to do well in my classes. I want to know my stuff and help people. And I knew that if I was feeling the way that I was and couldn't even make it to freaking 3 o'clock, let alone 24-hour shift, I wasn't going to be able to do the things that I wanted to do with my career. So my dad basically said to me, if you read my blog or if you know me personally, then you already know all this, but so he basically said to me, like, oh my gosh, like, I'm overwhelmed just thinking about the things that you are doing and that you're talking to me about. I can't even imagine the stress you feel in your own body and in your own head. So he said to me to just calm down, take it one day at a time, focus on the test. So I studied that week and I took the test. And then when you get back to school, just go to all your doctors. Really try to get people to understand your situation and want to help you. And find the people you need to talk to. Figure out your allergy thing. Keep up with your chiropractor for your headaches. Whatever you need to do to just kind of figure out what's going on. Because I don't know what's going on, but you're obviously going through something and nobody is helping you. And we need, like, that's your main goal right now. And so kind of decided that if my health isn't good, if I'm not happy, if I'm too stressed, then I can't do anything else. So until those 3 pillars are like firmly solid in the ground, like I can't go forward and figure out my next step. So, oh my gosh. So I decided that I would just take it like seriously one day at a time. Like it sounds super cliche, but honestly, like focus on right now, focus on my classes, my friends, like try to have a little fun, get my doctor's appointments handled, and just really focus on right now. And then in 6 months, reevaluate. There's no rush. Like, I'm 21 years old, no need to stress and, like, make myself crazy just for no good reason. So, whew, goodness gracious. So I've been seeing, so first I went to my doctor and I had some blood work done. I went to a different doctor than the one before who told me I was depressed, and she's been super wonderful to me. And she told me, I was like, I'm so tired all the time, like, what's going on? And my dad has hypothyroid, so he has to take thyroid hormone replacements. But I've had my thyroid tested before, and I was fine. So I had all my hormones checked, and I asked my doctor, I was like, can you test my vitamins? Like, I eat pretty healthy. I don't buy, like, boxed food. I don't eat frozen food. I don't eat canned food. Like, everything that I eat, I make myself. And, I mean, I have a huge problem with, like, portion control, and I'm not, like, I am overweight. That's a fact. But I eat pretty healthy, but I would still like to check my vitamin levels because people do those B12 shots, and if that's all it is, then that's what I need. So let's figure this out. And she said, and I had asked her this a few months ago, which kind of ticks me off because at that time she said, you know, most people's fatigue and the situations that you have going on are not caused by vitamin levels, normal levels. And it kind of ticked me off a little bit because obviously not most people. Most of the things that people have tried to help me do not work. Everybody's body is different. Everybody handles stress differently. Everybody handles medicine and all sorts of things differently. And I needed her to really advocate for me and help me figure out what to do next. So luckily, I'm a pre-med student, so I kind of was trying to advocate for myself, which I have to learn is really what you have to do if you want it that bad. And I did. I'm going to be graduating this year, and I don't want to start the next phase of my life without being better. So she went ahead and had those levels checked, and actually I didn't even follow up with her. I asked her during that appointment for a dietitian referral and a referral to an allergist. So I went to my dietitian appointment like 2 weeks later. She went over my blood work, and she said, Sarah, your blood work is normal. You are not clinically, you don't have any like clinical diagnosis. Everything is within the normal range. Normal range being like 0.5 to 6. So if you're a 0.51, you're still normal, but you're low. Like between 0.5 and 6, you want to have like a 3, right? But I was really low on almost all of my ranges for my thyroid, my vitamin D, my iron levels, and a couple other things. And so basically she evaluated my diet and what I was eating, and she was like, all right, Sarah, so what you need to do is you need to eat this kinds of foods when you have this vitamin, and she put me on a multivitamin and vitamin D, and she told me like when I have certain vitamins, I need to eat them with certain foods, and then I was having like a little bit of food in the morning, like I'd have an egg, and then a couple hours later, I'd have like an apple, and then I have a yogurt, and then I had like lunch, and then I come home for dinner, and I would be starving. I would just be like ravenous and wanting everything. I wanted chocolate, I wanted crunchy, I wanted fast food, like anything bad, like that's what I wanted, I guess. And I mean, those things aren't bad, but moderation is key, and that is not what I was doing. So she said to me, you need to kind of reverse what you're doing. You need to have 4 main food groups at every meal. You had fats, your proteins, your carbs, and your vegetables and your fruits, and at every single meal. So now what I've started to do is have my like egg, like a hard-boiled egg with apple and almond butter at breakfast and my coffee, and that's a perfectly balanced meal. And then I would have another balanced meal for lunch and another balanced meal for dinner and then snack. But I was still having my cravings. It was she said that I probably would notice results for like 6 months, and she thought that my allergy symptoms would go away just from changing my eating habits. So I took her advice and I left, and I started, she said that she didn't want me to use a food tracker, but started kind of keeping an eye on what I was eating and how it was making me feel and what I noticed from doing the things that she was doing. And like she said, I didn't really notice anything like right off the bat. I was kind of like, like, I don't know. Nothing too obvious was working for me. So, I need tissue. Oh. All right, so fast forward, I went to the allergist, and I ended up having allergy testing done. They do like a skin test on your back, and I actually didn't even respond to any of the tests that he did. So he then decided, I was like, oh, so I'm not allergic to anything? He said, nope, you don't get off that easy. You know what's next? Needles. When I was younger, I would have freaking beelined out the door, but I was determined. I wanted to know what was wrong with me, even if it meant having 9 or 12 needles shoved in my arm. So they marked my arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 12, and then they put 12 different allergens injected into my skin. Then you have to wait 20 minutes and see what you have a response to. Turns out I'm allergic to dust mites and some like rare kind of mold. Mold I'm not really that concerned about because this particular one I'm not really exposed to that much. But the dust mite thing, that's a situation. Dust mites are in everything. They're in your bed, they're in your sheets, they're in your pillows, they're in your blankets, they're in your couches, they're in your desk chair at work, they're in your car cushions. Like, it's just a naturally occurring thing. And you're not allergic to the dust mite, you're allergic to what it produces. It's like poop and all that gross, fun stuff. Sorry. I have no filter because I'm pre-med, but that's another story. Yeah, so basically he told me to put, I tried to do like new pillow covers, and I put a cover on my mattress and my box spring, and I took the upholstered stuff out of my room just to give that a go for 2 weeks and see if I had any difference, and I didn't. I went back and I said, Doc, nothing's working. Like, I've exhausted all my options with the medicines, tried to reduce my exposure to the allergen, but the fact is that it's everywhere. Like, what's the next step? Because I'm just, even if I'm avoiding it at home for a few hours, then I start my day and I'm just attacked. So he decided that I should start allergy shots. So that was cool. I was kind of getting a little excited. There was like a few different things between the dietitian and the allergist and the hormones and the vitamins and all that stuff. Kind of seemed like, maybe we were starting to get this ball rolling. So I also work at the Student Health Center on campus, and I make appointments all the time. A popular appointment at the beginning of the year was for the Rec and Wellness Center's Biggest Winner program, which is basically like the Biggest Loser on TV. They're the biggest winner. So there's 2 different teams, 10 people on each team. Each team has 2 coaches. The coaches meet with the group twice a week and work you through a 1 hour super intense workout. And then on the 3rd day of the week, you do like some kind of relay or challenge, and you also do a weigh-in. So at the end of the week, whoever has the highest percentage of weight loss and whoever won the challenge, there's like there's like a point system. So if you get the highest weight loss that week, you get a point. And if you win the challenge, you get a point. And then also if you track your food through the app that they want you to use, you get another point. So it kind of went, I kind of was intrigued by people doing this program, or trying to get started in the program, because there was a tryout process. So after making a few of these appointments, I was like, you know what? I should do that. Like, I'm overweight, and like I was kind of hesitant to get involved in that because I had like so many other things going on, but I kind of had this feeling that like there's got to be like benefits from losing some weight. Like, I'm bound to feel better eventually. Tons of people get energy from working out, and maybe I can too. And so I've tried it before, obviously, like everyone tries it, and you do it for like a month, and you're committed and excited, and it's awesome. But then life happens, and you don't have time to make it to the gym anymore, or it's too far, or you get sick and you don't go back, or whatever it is that kind of pulls you away and kind of interrupts your progress happens. So I was like, all right, this is cool. It's a 12-week program. You have to do it. If you quit, you owe them money, so you're kind of committed to seeing it through. And I was like, it's not going to hurt me. It's only 3 days a week in the morning. Great way to start your day. Like, sure. So I went and tried out, and I got accepted to the program, and I was paired with 2 awesome coaches and a wonderful group of kids who are all super excited about changing their lives. And are super good at like motivating each other and really rallying towards each other to encourage them to reach their goals. So it was really, really great. So that's been going on for like the last 4 weeks. And about like between the first and second week, I think I lost like a pound, and then the second and third week, I lost like half a pound, and then between the second and third week, I may have even gained a pound or stayed the same. So I was kind of a little bummed about that. I had been going to some workout classes at the gym, and I had also been working out at the pool, swimming laps on my own. But it was really hard for me to go like every day as much as I wanted to because I'm so busy. The only time I can go is in the morning. So my 6 a.m. alarm would go off, and because that's when time I needed to get up in order to get ready, get dressed, have something to eat, but not enough to make you puke, but enough to fuel you. Drive to the gym, get to the gym, start working out, have a shower, and get ready and go to class, and then be on campus for 10 more hours. And then it was all the preparation leading up to that whole process. Packing your bag and getting your clothes and all your toiletries and all your towel and everything you need to get ready, but on the go. So it was like a huge process. And also, it's been freezing. And at 6 o'clock in the morning, the last thing I want to do is get out of bed. I'm a girl who loves my sleep, and that was not something that I could compromise on. I was able to do it for the 3 days a week that I was committed to with the program, because the people are there. They're counting on me to show up and really motivate you to get up on time and really get there and work your ass off. Maybe that's inappropriate. Work your butt off. I don't know if you're watching. If you're little, sorry. Yeah. So I was kind of like thinking, what else can I do? Like, super bummed. So I hadn't lost any weight, so I kind of reached out to my group, and I was like, guys, like, having a huge problem with losing weight. I think it has something to do maybe with, like, my portion control or my cravings. Like, I just can't really figure out what to do to get the progress that I want. And they were like, food scale. Food scale is the best thing, because we've been using MyFitnessPal to track your food, but you have to, I've just been eyeballing. I'm like, I've been cooking for years. I've been baking. Like, I know what a cup looks like. I could do this. And boy, was I wrong. When I finally got my scale, I started measuring by weight instead of by volume. And it has been such an eye-opener to figure out what a real portion size is and what a normal amount of food looks like. So it's just been, like, really, really awesome. So in the last, like, so then just after I got my food scale, I ordered it on Amazon and had it in, like, 2 days. So then, just after that happened, I got sick, and I had cold and a sinus infection. So I was out of school for a week from, like, this was like 2 weeks ago, so pretty much from one Monday to the following Monday. No school, no work, like, called out sick. Had no energy. I was feeling just totally blah. So while I was home, I was kind of, like, looking into, like, what can I do to really, like, get the most out of this workout thing with this program, and also find something that I can stick to, something that works with my schedule and is going to allow me to keep making positive changes and keep with the success that hopefully I will start to have, and really, like, catalyze my weight loss and really get stronger and feel better and have more energy and not be out of breath after climbing 2 flights of stairs, and, like, just all this stuff that I wanted. So I'd been seeing these posts by my friend Shay about her journey with Beachbody and all the shakes, drinking all the shakes all the time and working out and at home and challenge group this and all that, and so excited, da-da-da-da-da. And she's so adorable, so I kept watching her, and she was super cute and just, like, totally on it about everything that she was doing. It was just great and super inspiring. And so we kind of were talking a few weeks back, like, before I was sick, and she said, we kind of were just catching up, and she said, hey, I'd love to have you in my challenge group. And I was like, challenge group? Like, no thanks, like, I'm already doing that at UCF. Like, end of story, like, thank you, but no thank you. I didn't know what it was. I don't want to do a challenge group. Like, I'm already being pushed enough. This guy's at UCF kicked my butt. And so I kind of was like, no, like, maybe in the summer, maybe when that's over, like, I'll reconsider and try to do something. But so I'm sick and I'm home alone and kind of home from school and work and kind of feeling like I need to do something else. So I messaged Shay, and I just, out of the blue, and I just thought about it and did it right in that moment, and I didn't even look back. I was like, Shay, I'm in. Tell me all about it. I didn't even know what I was in for, but I said, you honestly have so much progress, and you're so inspirational and so positive. And, like, this girl's quitting her job. She's been doing Beachbody for 9 months, and she is quitting her job. She loves Beachbody so much and is able to make more money doing that than what she's doing, more money selling Beachbody than what she's doing now, that she's able to quit her job. And in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, I think she's got 10 days left at her old job, she's going to be home free. She's a homebody, and she loves to be home with her dog and DIY and do all her own stuff, and she's, like, super thrilled about that. So she's just been this super positive person to see on my newsfeed on Facebook. So I've been, like, super impressed by her. So I reached out to her and I said, Shay, like, what is this? I'm totally in. And she was like, oh my gosh, yay! Like, she was totally not pushy at all. She wanted to answer all my questions, ask me what I tried in the past, what didn't work for me, why it didn't work, like, kind of see the reasons why I wasn't succeeding and how she could help me be successful, whether that was through motivation, by contacting me every day, putting me in, like, a challenge group with other people who are also doing trying to reach their, like, fitness and health goals. It's not even just for people who are trying to lose a ton of weight. People who are trying to get stronger, people who are trying to build up their endurance, chasing after all these kids. It's for firefighters and nurses and teachers and students and elderly and your grandma and high school kids. Like, there are so many people who have been, who are in my challenge group right now, and it's just so inspiring to watch them and see their progress, and that kind of just motivates me to do better. Well, it does now, so I guess, so I ended up doing a challenge group, which I'm doing now. So on top of doing the Biggest Winner thing, I'm also in challenge group, through Beachbody. And so that is basically tons of motivational things all over my feed all the time. So I'm just, like, swamped with health and fitness and determination, motivation, like, don't give up, like, even when you fail, you figure out why you fail, and you learn, you take it in stride, just learn from it and move forward. So that's kind of what what I've been exposed to for the last, like, week or so. No, it's been about 2 weeks since I decided to go ahead and take the plunge with Shay. So I was actually homesick. I called out sick from work on the day that I got my Shakeology products, which was this past Wednesday, so, like, 5 days ago. So I was home. I went to work in the morning. I went to class, came back to continue working, and I was just hot and tired. And I went home, and I talked to my boss, and I was like, I need to go home. I really don't feel good. So I went home, had a nap, slept for, like, 4 hours or so. I woke up to a knock on my door, and my Beachbody products were there. So I was like, yeah, this is awesome. Like, once I get better, like, I'm going to start this. So excited. It's going to really help me achieve my goals. And so I just stuck it on my shelf. I was like, all right, come Monday, like, I'll give it a few days through the weekend, like, Monday meaning tomorrow. I'll start it then, like, when I'm feeling better. So I went back to bed. I woke up a few hours later, around, like, 7 o'clock or so, and I was just excited, like, I wanted to try this. So I opened the box, tore open everything, read through all the eating plan. Like, the program's really cool, actually. Comes with, not only is it 30-minute workouts that are, seriously, they go by so fast. The trainer, Autumn, in them, she's, like, super awesome, and there's all these different modifications to all the workouts, so you don't even need to use weights. You can use your own body weight. You can kind of, like, work up to whatever your fitness level is or wherever your goals are. So they have cardio fix, upper body, lower body, abs, Pilates, yoga. There's 7 different workouts, and it's pretty much a workout every single day. So there are rest days in there incorporated through, like, the yoga and the Pilates, but it's not a rest, believe me. Those are strong and strengthening exercises, and they really help to, like, tone your body. So along with the exercise videos, they also comes with an eating plan, because the program is called 21 Day Fix. So they want you to work out every day for 30 minutes for 21 days and combine that with their eating plan. So the eating plan is super simple, because what I've been doing is measuring my calories, would be counting my calories, and then also weighing weighing my foods, which was starting to get helpful. I had lost about 5 pounds in the 4 weeks since I started the program. So that was awesome. That was exciting. But so I got all these Beachbody stuff, and looking through my box, and they've got all sorts of different containers. So they have different color-coded containers, and each one corresponds to a different food group. So you have your fats, your proteins, your carbs, your vegetables, your fruits, all that kind of stuff. So all these different ones. And then through the book that they give you, they tell you how many of each you can have per day. So they'll say you can have 3 yellows a day, 2 reds, 1 green, and 4 purple, 1 of each of the oranges, and 1 blue. I guess that's 2 oranges. So they tell you all that stuff, and you can make your meals from that. All you have to do is open the container, shove your food in there, no measuring anything, you just stick it in there, and that's your 1 red. So if you need 2 reds for the day, you stick it in there, you measure it out, and you put it in a baggie or another kind of container until you get all 3 that you need per day or whatever it is. So you can take a few different containers and put them all together to make a pasta with whole wheat pasta, or or a salad or something like that. So that has been really good. So well, you can't actually have pasta because I don't think that is allowed. I have to look at the book. But anyway, so I just started this thing, so I'm kind of new at it, but I am learning and I am growing. So in the last 5 days, so I woke up super excited, opened the box. I was like, this is awesome. I want to try a workout. So I did a workout. I had already texted my people from the UCF Biggest Winner, and I was like, guys, I won't be in tomorrow on Thursday. I'm really not feeling good. I had to call out of work today. I'll probably see you guys on Monday. So fast forward, take a nap, wake up, I'm excited, do my workout, have my Shakeology, super awesome. It's 1 scoop of the protein powder, it's 170 calories, totally nutritionally complete. I was able to convince my dietitian when I saw her just on Friday the other day that it is good for you, and I mean, it beats the alternative, eating all that freaking processed crap, right? So she was totally able to kind of give me the go-ahead that that's okay to continue doing that, and that she kind of approves that, which really meant a lot because she super about all the natural things, no preservatives, no chemicals, additives, all that stuff. But the shake has been super awesome. It seriously helped me, with my cravings. Like I said, my biggest cravings were chocolate and crunchy things, all that kind of stuff. So the program's been really great. As long if it's in the box, I mean, I can have it. So I mean, because I'm doing the Biggest Winner and they require the tracking, I have to weigh it as well. So it's kind of an extra step for me. But I mean, if you weren't doing that, which obviously unless you go to UCF and you're applying for that, and I already know that you're in it, you're not doing it. So you would just be having the containers if you ever decided to give it a try. And just super awesome. And then the shakes, a lot of people have them for breakfast, right after their workout. But I don't know about you, but after my workout, I want something I can touch and feel and eat and crunch, and that's what I want. Something satisfying. After I get up, not after I work out. So when I wake up first thing in the morning, that's what I have. I have my hard-boiled egg with my apple and my almond butter and my cup of coffee, and I'm set. So until lunchtime. And then at lunchtime, I have my balanced meal. So then, I don't know why I was just talking like a southern person there. I'm not from the South. I'm in Florida, though. So, anyways, yeah, so I started working out and having the shake, and the shake has really been filling me up. So I've been getting home from work at 6:30. Start my video by 7 o'clock. 7:30, I'm in the shower, have my shake, and I'm full, and I'm energized, and it's seriously changed my life. I used to come home from work at 6:30 and just be done. Just want to veg out, watch some TV, just lounge around. I didn't even want to study. I had so much stuff to do, but I was just no, I just worked all day. I had class at 9, I worked till 6, and I'm so done with my day. What are you talking about? I don't want to do anything else. But seriously, in the last 5 days, and I mean, you can say that it's only been 5 days and that you don't know what the future's going to hold and how the next 16 days are going to go. But I mean, I'm so positive about this experience. It seriously changed like my entire outlook. And even on my future, like I've had such a high energy level the last few days that I haven't even been able to finish my cup of coffee. Yesterday, I was so jittery after half of my coffee that I had to immediately go and work out because I couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle all the caffeine. And then last night, I was so energized from my workout and my shake that I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. That's because I slept in until like 11. But I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to work this morning at 7. So I only got like 4 hours of sleep. And you hear me now, like I am super freaking ready to rock. I'm so energized, and I didn't even have my coffee today. I couldn't drink it. I've been so energized. I haven't even had my shake either, or my workout. I'm about to do it now, but this video is taking a lot longer than I planned. I'm kind of just on a roll here, but whatever. I'm really excited to share my journey because it seriously affected me, and if I can help you guys make the change that you want to change, like I just want to tell you that it is worth it, and once you take that step, like there's no going back. It's just so encouraging. So I've been doing this for 5 days, and I've really been tracking my progress. I like measure myself and everything when I first started, so I'll be doing that in a couple days to figure out what my week progress has been. But I measured myself when I saw my dietitian, or I was weighed when I saw my dietitian on Friday, and I've lost 9 pounds in the last 5 weeks since I first saw her at the beginning of the semester, and I've lost 4 of those pounds in the last week. I mean, keep in mind that I was sick, but I was eating the same. If anything, like I should have gained weight because I was in bed for a week doing absolutely nothing. No working out. I didn't work out for 7 days, and I still lost weight. So I don't know what to tell you. A lot of people are saying that don't get your hopes up. You might have been just from being sick, and I mean, I can't prove that that's not the reason. But I wasn't sick to my stomach. I didn't have a fever. I wasn't nauseous. I wasn't puking. I didn't have like diarrhea or any other sort of problems like that, like any gastrointestinal problems. Like I was eating totally fine. I was eating well. I mean, I love to eat. So I was eating. I was sleeping. I was resting. Like if anything, I should have gained a few pounds. So I've lost 9 pounds. I feel great. I'm super happy, super energized. Like have such a huge outlook on life right now. I just started this new blog the last week, which is like kind of been a little bit of a time suck for me because I'm so excited about getting into it that I actually had to start a journal to kind of keep track of what's been going on. So this is my journal for today. It's Sunday. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see, I have my goals listed here, like the things that I have to complete. The events, I was supposed to meet up with some friends, but somebody was hungover, sick, and weren't able to go. So then also I have my priorities, like the things that I would like to get done and the things that I need to follow up on, and then what's coming up this week, test on Thursday, and then just anything else that I kind of need to remember. Going to Toronto in 2 weeks, so that's kind of something that I have on there. It's been really great because I'm really a visual person, so I can just kind of cross it off as I go along, and that's been really awesome. So that's kind of my story. So thank you for listening. I really hope that I've maybe inspired you to, if you're having any kind of medical issues, that you really try to find somebody who advocates for you, because for me, I did that. I really saw so many people, and so many people just kind of dead-ended me and didn't take me seriously because I'm 21 years old. Like, you can't be serious. Like, you've got to be fine. It's got to be in your head, right? And I was like, no, like, something is wrong. I don't know why people won't just say lose 30 pounds and see how that makes you feel. What the heck is such a big deal? If that's really what's going to make you feel better, then that's what you need to do. And these doctors and these practitioners need to freaking forget about the social standards of body image. We're not trying to insult you. Like, I'm not insulted. Like, I am overweight. That's a fact. If you lose, whatever, 30, 40, 50 pounds, like, gain some muscle, increase your metabolism, if that's going to help you, then why don't they say that? All these doctors want to give you is these medications, put you on antidepressants and all this other crap, and it's not even necessary. So it's just totally frustrating. And that is one of the main reasons why I want to be a doctor. I want to go into preventive care. I want to help people so that they are not in my situation, so they don't have to go through what I went through, so that they have somebody advocating and informing them of what they need to do to be the best person that they can be, because like I said earlier, you cannot achieve the goals that you want to, and you cannot travel well and hang out with your family, spend time with your family, and have a well-rounded life if those three main things aren't good. If your health isn't good, if you're not happy, if you're stressed out, you can't do anything. And I mean, I know that firsthand. So my message to you is, if there's something that's kind of been on your mind that you kind of wanted to try it. Like, just take the plunge and do it. And the worst that could happen is nothing. The worst that could happen is you don't like it, and you say, all right, I did it, I tried it, it wasn't for me. I mean, everybody's different. And you move forward. You take that in stride, and you find what does work for you. You find whether it's, I don't even know what you're considering, whether it's something at work that you want to do, a friend that you want to talk with, somebody you want to reach out to, new relationship that you want to pursue, your fitness, your health, your sanity, your stress level. If you've got too much on your plate, figure out what you can get rid of to ease your soul, ease your mind, and just take it one day at a time. Soothe yourself. You can't help anybody else until you can help yourself, unless you first help yourself. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So thank you so much for listening. I hope you have an awesome day. Again, I did start a blog, so be sure to check that out if you want to. There is a link in my profile. And I kind of want to let you guys know too that I became a Beachbody coach mainly because you could have just done the challenge. I could have just taken that on, no commitment, like just the 30-day challenge or 21-day fix, but 30 days of Shakeology. And I could have done that, and that would have been fine. But to become a coach, you save 25% off of your purchases in the future. And so I knew that the shake thing, if it worked, that's something I would want to continue. So the 25% discount to me was a no-brainer. That's why I became a coach. So at first I was just like, yeah, no big deal. Like, I'll just become a coach for the discount. But then now that I've seen what incredibly amazing, awesome results that I've had, I've lost 4 pounds in the last week, half of which I've been doing Beachbody for. The other half I didn't even work out because I was sick. I have just had so much mental clarity. I'm so focused. I'm so driven. I wake up ready to open my journal and see what's on my plan for the day. What do I have to get done, and cross those things off my list and really make progress with and get towards things that I want in life. Honestly, not to be cheesy, but you only live once. Drake was right. And it's a little funny there. But yeah, seriously though, this is your life. If you don't do the things that you want to do, nobody's going to do them for you. Talking to my grandpa the other day, who had some serious medical issues. He was really sick and was in the hospital for almost 3 months last year, and he's just now learning to walk again, learning to move his feet and his arms, and he can starting to write, and just basic things that you learn when you're 4 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, 1, when you're super little, and he has to learn them at late 60s. This is what he's doing. He's learning how to walk again. And I kind of said to him yesterday when I was talking to him, I said, we're kind of on the same path here. If we don't do it ourselves, if we don't motivate and push ourselves, then nobody else is going to do it for us. And when we look back and say, oh, man, I wish I wasn't in this place. I wish I was a better version of myself. The only logical explanation is going to point back to you. You have to be your own advocate. You have to figure out that you have to understand and realize that you need to make a change, that it's time for you to reach your goals and to really make some improvements and get the things done that you want to get done. Because if you don't, they're not going to happen. That's just a fact. If I didn't take the MCAT, if I didn't study, if I didn't do that, nobody else is going to do it for me. If I don't do it, I'm not going to be a doctor. So I want to be a doctor. I want to help people. That's the path that I want to go on. That is my dream. And if I feel like crap, I can't do that, and I have to understand that. So when things don't work out for you, you need to kind of learn from them and reevaluate and figure out what does work for you, because not everybody's the same, and something will click. And so if you're not on the right path with work or with school or with life or with fitness goals that you're pursuing, like, really try to figure out why that is and what you can do to make that better and make yourself happy and make your life the way that you want it to be, because this is the only chance that you have. I mean, I don't know what your beliefs are, but we could talk about that all day. But pretty much, this is your shot here on this earth, and you need to seize the day. Somebody said to me the other day, "Carpe diem," and it rang true. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to wake up and build the life that you want. So yeah, that's it. If you guys are interested in what I'm doing, feel free to message me. I'm happy to share my journey. That's why I started my blog. I've been really encouraged. Like I said, I did the coach thing to become for discounts. But I've been so inspired and so encouraged by the progress that I've made. I've actually decided to start my own challenge group so that I can help other people. And I've already had so many people reach out to me in the last few days since I've been sharing this new journey of mine. And actually, I've already started my first challenge group. And my first challengers are have already ordered their products, and they should be starting in a few days. And that is, like, really exciting to me. I'm so excited to motivate them, encourage them, and kind of build that relationship with them like my coach and my team has done for me, and like my team at UCF has done for me. I'm really understanding what a group behind you and a group with you and doing this with you at the same time and is there for you and has done it before can really help propel you forward and encourage you and pick you up when you fall down and, like, help you get the life that you want. You have to figure out what it is that you want and create it for yourself, because nobody else can build it. You are the handyman to your future, and you have to just freaking pick up the hammer and go for it. Like, I don't know what else to say. If you just sit there and watch somebody build their mansion, you're going to be stuck on the side of the street looking at a beautiful view somebody else is enjoying. If you want that for yourself, you need to go get what you need, go get all the building blocks that are going to help build your future, and put it together. And I'm here now for you to help you do that, because so many people have been there for me that I feel like I owe it to whoever wants me to help them, to really help them make that journey happen. So I want to let you guys know that my next challenge group starts on March 9th. So if you're interested at all in doing that, that's like the 30 days of Shakeology plus a fitness program. I'll talk to you about what your goals are and what you've done before and what works for you, and help you find a program that really works. It's really going to benefit you and help get you the results that you want. So that starts on March 9th. If you do want to do that, I would recommend that you contact me a little bit before that so we can figure out what's right for you. And then order by the 2nd, because it takes about a week to get your products, which is kind of awesome. At first I was like, I want them now, but that week really builds up your anticipation and your excitement to begin the journey. Kind of gives you time to get in the mindset of preparation and being ready to take that challenge. So I definitely encourage you, if you're something that you're thinking about, I'm not pushy. Like, I want to help you if you want to help yourself. It's the, like, partnership here, and you've got to be the one, to initiate it. You've got to be the one who wants it. So I'm here for you if you want it, but if you're not ready yet and you just want some information to think about, like, reach out to me. Like, I'm really friendly, happy to catch up with you, happy to talk to you if I don't know you. Like, I'd love to get to know you and to help you with your goals. So please contact me. Check out my page. I have also another Facebook page called Live Laugh Fit. Super great. My blog is going to be livelaughfit.com, which isn't set up yet, so the temporary URL is on my profile. It's also on that Live Laugh Fit Facebook page, so be sure to like that for other kinds of tips and tricks, advice, encouragement. If you're doing your own thing and you don't want to be a part of this quite yet, you can still like that page for some motivation and kind of get an idea of what the atmosphere would be like. Also, if you are kind of on the journey already, or if you haven't started and you know that you can do it and you want to kind of do what I did and do it a little bit backwards, do the challenge and help people at the same time. Like, I'm just a few days ahead of my challengers, yet I'm still able to help them reach their goals. So if you are interested at all in seeing what is like what I am doing and what the coaching journey is like, if that kind of scares you a little bit or you're unsure of what exactly that means, I'd love to help kind of clear the air for you. We're doing a sneak peek that starts tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'm sorry. It starts next week. Monday the 2nd. So, let me see here. Yeah, so that starts on the 2nd. So if you would be interested in doing that, make sure you contact me because I would really love, oh no, I'm so wrong. I'm so sorry. The date for that is tomorrow. It is the 23rd, which is the Monday, 23rd of February. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow for the sneak peek. So if you are interested in having any questions answered or kind of get some perspective from me and my team and my coach and her coach. My coach's coach is the number 7 coach in America. She has her name is Brittany, and she has so many, Brittany Leggett, and she has so many awesome YouTube videos, and she's been such a powerhouse since she decided to do Beachbody, and she's inspired so many people to change their lives. There are 1,700 people underneath this lady. She is changing so many lives just by herself making this decision. She's inspired so many other people to change their own lives and to reach the goals that they want to achieve. So I definitely encourage you, if you're interested in that, if you don't even want to do the sneak peek, if you just want me to help kind of explain that to you, please message me, text me, email me, contact me on my blog, my page, message me there. I'm totally available and here for you. So please reach out. Love to talk to you, regardless of the reason. I hope you really enjoyed hearing the journey of mine. I'm sorry that this this video is now almost an hour long. I can't believe I talked that long. Super nervous to do this, but, hiding the camera obviously worked because this was really fun. I'm really looking forward to sharing my progress with you guys in the future. I know that I'm super committed to this journey, and I just cannot wait to see what opportunities Beachbody gives to me and what this team environment and all these people backing behind me are going to help me, what they're going to help get me to move myself. So all these people are really here for you, but at the end of the day, it's you that has to make the decision. It's you who has to move your feet forward, who has to get off the couch, who has to get going, who has to figure out what works for them and what makes them feel good, what makes them jump out of bed, makes them have 4 hours of sleep and still be as enthusiastic as me. Just be ready and to enjoy life and really live it to the fullest. And for me, the thing that I needed to do was this team backing, this group experience to really give me the support and motivation to do what I knew that I had to do. So I really hope that answered some of your questions and maybe gave you a little too much background into what I've been doing and that kind of thing. But thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, please call me. Thanks. Bye.